Good morning. It's Sunday, July 29th. I got up today and the session video that I'd set to export on my editing computer last night was still exporting. So I couldn't really do anything on that, so I came back to bed and I've been laying around watching YouTube and just relaxing. Which has been nice, but it also means I didn't get a whole lot accomplished this morning because the computer was still doing stuff. I can leave for church now, and I should actually get there on time today. What a novel concept. So I'm gonna head out to do that. Well, drat. Having to stop and take care of that is going to make me late after all. Oh well. If anything, after getting my tires aired up and getting back on the road headed to church, I am now going to be even later than usual. That figures. I mean, it's fine. I'm used to it, but I was all like sitting there thinking, hey, I can actually leave on time since I'm not able to edit or anything. I can't do that, so there's nothing holding me back from just getting there on time today. I can't get anything, because usually the reason I'm late is I'm setting the computer up to make sure it's doing some work when I leave. Well, it was still doing the work that I set it to do last night, so I couldn't do none of that. With the car issue, it's still ending up late. Oh well.
Sickness starts to vanish. Every hope situation, it ceases to exist. You walk into the room, the dead begin to rise. Resurrection life and all it is.
They can dig for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of yards, and all of it is solid rock and dirt. They don't call it a rock mine, they call it a gold mine. If there's just this much gold in it, this much, it's a gold mine. You can have tons, hundreds of tons of rock and soil. They don't call it a rock mine, a dirt mine, a gold mine, if there's just this much. Can I see this much gold in somebody's heart? Or am I only taken up with the scratch marks? Jesus, he looks at the gold in your heart. He's not calling you sweaty and stinky and messy. He says, inside of Jenny, there's gold. Inside of Linda, there's gold. Inside of Rick, there's gold. Can I see it? A soft heart sees the beauty in the field next door. And then we're going to have a family outing right out there. Now, there's many people here. You didn't bring anything. You win. You get to eat. Having brought nothing, you win. So, if we could have, if you're 60 plus, you get to go first. If you're a lady, you get to go first. If you're young, like 12 and under, you get to go first. All the other ones back of the line. So please go and have a big, and I meant that. If you didn't bring anything, you are welcome, you're invited. We'll be right out there.
So they did whatever family Sunday weekend thing. I don't know. It's basically encouraging people to stay after, and they did like a potluck thing. There was a bunch of food. Had a couple of plates. Barbecued, or technically Mike barbecued for them, but they did hot dogs. Then for my second plate, I found out they actually had like peppers and stuff to add on to the hot dog, so that made it taste a lot better. Otherwise, I know the idea was to do a lot of stuff outside, but it's slightly drizzling. And they did some stuff outside. There's kids playing around, but not nearly as much because obviously when it's raining, people are less apt just to hang out outside. But at least, a lot of times when they do these potluck things, I just leave. I never bring anything, and I feel bad about it. but I'm either too busy, lazy, or cheap to do so. But like they did today, and they always do, really encourage you of the, don't worry about it, just enjoy. And that definitely matches the attitude that the church has about most things. It's just sort of the we can just be a blessing to you, and that's, we're all just fine with that. They always do that, and they still usually leave, but today I'm like, my folks are staying, so I'm not going to get food. I could go buy something, but need to try to save money bit by bit. Just got to be trying to be a little bit tight with it right now, because I need to. I said to my mom, like, I need to replace the couple of tires on my car. But I'm like, I should have done it already. I'm having to put it, fill them up with air way too often. But it's expensive, and I'm like, okay, if I can get to like September or October or something like there, I will get to the point where I finished paying off the bill from when I moved into the condo. I had a heater installed. That's like $400, $500, whatever a month. Just pretty much paying off that bill. And so when that's gone, that'll be money. I'm like, okay, so like the month following that, if I can wait till then and get tires then it'd be a lot easier on my finances, because I can just pretty much, pretend that bill goes one for the month, only that last time is getting tires instead. Bills keep growing, finances don't. It's no fun. I'm headed home. And so I got on Discord with my buddies when I got home, and kind of got distracted. Haven't gotten any of the editing I needed to be doing done. Spent a couple hours hanging out talking. It's been fun though. Now I got a call from my mom, and she's all whatever. We went to the estate sales yesterday, and she put like an offer on a big, like, sort of semi-antique-ish piece of furniture, and they decided to accept it. So Mike went and picked it up, and there were people there to help him get it in the truck. But now he's got it home, and he needs to get it out of the truck, and there's no one there, so I gotta go help. I'm not strong. Why do they call me for that? And so basically, what I had to come help with is Mom has had this cabinet thing for years, since my grandfather died. She talks, it's been in the house since, she remembers it since she was a kid, but it's old. The door just kind of loosely swings open. There's no latch for it. The glass, literally, like, there are defects. The glass is so old that it's not only has defects, but like, literally, like, the bottom of the glass is thicker for how old that piece of furniture is. That it, like, the glass is actually slowly shifted over the years. So she needs that type of piece of furniture for all her antiques and knickknacks and such. But she's finally parting with that one, and she bought this to replace it, which holds, has shelves that go in there, and it holds like a similar amount of things. It's a little bit bigger just because it's like off the ground more and such, but similar in style and function, but sturdier, more clear, and less droopy glass. So we just had to move that in here, which is not a great amount of fun to have to move a fragile piece of furniture that someone just spent $550 on for some reason.
First they were asking $800.
Yes, because they were asking for even more ridiculous amount. It doesn't seem so bad. Weren't they clever?
Go look at the store, you get one not as nice for $3,000.
Or you don't. Otherwise, you can just look at it, how much they're charging, and say, well, I don't need one of them.
I haven't been saying don't need, I've been saying I can't afford one of them. And God was gracious to give me one.
So I came home, did a little editing, read a little Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, but because I went over and helped move the furniture, Mom said she'd pay if I wanted to just pick up some fast food for dinner tonight, and I do something I haven't gotten too recently. Mostly that I don't get a whole lot just because of the price is Taco Bell. So I'm gonna go get myself a nice meal. Get some Taco Bell, and that looks quite lovely. It's simple, but it's been a while since I've had Taco Bell. It's more expensive than, say, McDonald's, so I don't get it as often. But it'll be nice to have. And really, rest of the evening has been, a little bit of editing and a lot of working my way through more of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. I'm now just reading through bit by bit through the monster section, which is going, of course, quicker because it's more stat blocks, which special abilities I read through, but I'm not gonna read each one that says, well, this is how its bite attack works. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I can get the idea of quickly. So it's just blocks of lore, which of course doesn't take up as much page. But still, it's the stuff that I'm so much more likely to use in my games. So fun, working my way through there, and it's getting late. I do have to return to work tomorrow. I've had a fabulous weekend. Basically 4 days. I had a day off. I had a very short day at work, which I followed up by going to the zoo, having a blast there. And then, of course, this weekend, combination, I got a little bit of work done, but also I made sure to relax a fair bit, which is good, every so often. But yeah, so, like I said, I'm headed to bed. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye.